Hello, we are into a game and it is against dwarfs again. Meeting some slightly different opponents this season. Let's have a quick look at them. Pretty standard, nothing too crazy. The dodge on the Slayers is quite tasty. How are they doing? Good record as well. 722, what are we at right now? 910, so we're doing pretty well this season as well. See what they get. I'd like to have enough to buy a 12th player. They've got 12, so I wouldn't be surprised if it lets us. I guess they could spend some of their money if they really want to, but it gives us more money because they're choosing first. Okay, they didn't. So yeah, we can definitely afford another player. We've got our full lineup though, so it'd have to be a star player or a lineman. Once again, I think Chainsaw's not necessarily worth it. Doesn't leave us with a lot that we can like afford without being kind of over the top. Part of me just wants to use Ripper, which would be over the top, but you know. Bomber's not worth it. This guy would get this. This is one team that he would be terrible against. I mean, you could argue for this guy, I guess. He will get sent off though. Or we could just get a wizard, right? I guess we'll threaten them with the wizard. Do we want to do that? You know what? That's like all our money there. Oh, I kind of feel bad doing that. Let's do the wizard. I mean, we could do bribe and a babe, but whilst you can foul high on value teams like this, you know how our record is with fouling. It's not good. And a big part of me wants to get Ripper for that huge strength advantage, but I also hate when people spend all their money. They're like, you know, go over the amount of money to spend, and then you can't respond and spend some of your money. That would be kind of nice if the person who is down, or the person who is up, didn't spend any, and then the other person spent over. It'd be nice if you could kind of re-spend up to that again. So he's going on defense. That's alright by me. So one thing I will say is we took movement on Brogtang. I thought about dodge for a second, but I backed off it, kind of thankfully after this, because I feel like most teams are going to have a tackler, and it would be useful, but having the movement 7 on him, especially when I use him usually as my defense for my thrower, like my backup guy for my thrower, feels like it might overall be more useful. Gives us a little bit more pace. I don't know. I just kind of like, I thought about, the other thing I thought about was diving tackle, which against, you know, your agility teams would be really good. I think the thing is, movement is good against bash teams and agility teams, right? Whereas movement's good against everybody. Guard is good against bashy teams, and you know, like diving tackle or whatnot would be good against agility teams. So I decided to go for the more faithful. How are we gonna do this? We might be going to sacrifice somebody here. I hope not, but we might be. We do have our frenzy as well, which is nice to have some counter frenzy on the team. Am I happy with this? I think so. So we're gonna, the plan is we run this guy in here and then we come in for a blitz there. Does mean putting our guy in contact. If we knock this guy over, it should be fine, but if we don't, we could be in trouble. What do we get? Well, so be it. They're probably going to guard up their whole front line there, so we can't hit them. I feel like we get perfect defense against a lot when we go on attack, but you know, that's probably just my brain making stuff up. The worst possible situation I think here would be that it bounces here, we fumble, and it goes like in one of these spaces. Very possible as well. We'll see how much he waits to this side. I mean, he's got a good record, so I think he knows what he's doing. I don't think he's gonna like overcommit too hard. It makes sense to move people up though. Oh, I wish our frenzy guy was in the middle. Didn't really think about that. Should have probably just moved this random guy out here. Or even switch these two around. Ah well. So I think as per usual we're going to lose the blocking advantage right from the start, but we're kind of used to that. We're kind of used to being on the floor and trying to scramble. Okay, that's fine. Gonna bring him back across, partially to help defend, partially to be more of a threat to this side. I think we're gonna blitz here. And then just retreat. Alright, solid start. It's one less guy to worry about for the moment. I'm going to bring this guy in now just in case these blocks fail, or in case we fail to pick up the ball here. And outside of that, I think I'm happy. So now we can at least attempt it. I think I should still have a 2 dice here. Yep. Nice. And we'll just stay. Oh, it's a good start. For perfect defense recovery, I'm happy enough with that. Now, the last time we played dwarfs, it was a tense and highly positional affair. I expect this to pretty much go the same way. I mean, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mighty blows, so they could beat us down for sure. Guard is going to be a pain. It's going to kind of counter our strength 4. This is some brave dwarf play right from the start, going in for the 1 dice. That's an interesting tell of their plans. I don't understand that, to be honest. I'm assuming he was trying to clear it so he could come in on this guy. Oh, maybe he was trying to... No, because he can't get to my thrower anyway. So I think he was trying to open up a channel for his Slayer, but I don't know. Very, very interesting decision for your first dice throw. Can't surf this guy. Not this turn anyway. Might not need to if he busts him up. Slayer's a... Watch this, he's gonna armor break. Okay, he didn't. Just felt like he was gonna. I'd almost rather he was down like this than upright. Because now I don't have to spend my whole turn worrying about leaving him there. Like at the end of the turn, maybe if we still have our own decisions, we might try and dodge him back. But, you know, if he leaves this guy here to stop him moving, then we've got rid of a guard, which I'm super happy with. If he doesn't, we can just move out later, so... Kind of okay with how this is set up. I feel like we're both probably okay with how this is. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Okay. Just scared this is going to go wrong. I guess it wouldn't be a disaster. Okay, some good early armor breaks. Not necessarily the end of the world for them. Gonna get some guys through before I move anything else. Okay, is anybody else coming through? I guess you are going to. It's gonna be a GFI there. So I guess you should come through first. Yeah. Let's give it a try at least. Oh dear. Yeah. I'll regret this when my Black Orcs block in a minute. Or even just like now. Let's see. Let's do a push. And a stay. See if he wants to commit to enough guys to knock him down. Okay, so that didn't go extremely well. Should I have re-rolled it? I don't know. I think positionally it kind of makes sense because we've got a good position over here potentially. And by moving this guy here, we've made this dodge awkward. I just hate re-rolling something so early. That's not, like, you know, horrific. GFIs will get you though. So he's left his one runner off and got his blodge runner on. If we get a chance to hit this guy at some point with this guy, I would very much like to. And here's where we see if he wants to bring his blitzer back into the action or hold our orc off. I'm guessing he wants to bring him back into the action because he's fast and he has guard. We might be seeing a blitz on our Black Orc here. I think they're going to try and work on the Black Orcs. That would be a 1 dice. Okay, so yeah, he's going to probably come in over the top, maybe? I mean, theoretically this guy's surfable with our frenzy. Even without, because we can move him here, then move him here and just knock him off. Okay, he's going that way. Down he goes. Nice thing is this guy is now stuck on my Mighty Blow tackle. Are you staying? He is. Okay, I'll take that. So what I want to do is hit this guy, then use this guy to hit him here. Oh, it's not really good. Basically I want to find a way to get no, I don't need to get my guard up there. Do you have guard? Okay, so I do need to try and hit this guy. If it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. Well, unless we... Okay. I don't have to finish that, which is good. Should I have followed that? Yes. Okay. Could do this, but I might be pushing a guard up into this. So next, Oh, rats. Am I already doing this? I guess so. Okay. Okay. I can breathe again. So that's a 1 right now. If I just get a push here, I don't get to do it. Okay, I don't. That's excellent. Another stun. We are breaking armor like nobody's business. I think on this one, I will stay. Okay. I'm happy with that turn. Boy, these games make me something nervy about playing these guys. I'm happy with how that went on the whole. We didn't have to use a reroll to make that surf happen, and I mean, it's not one of their, you know, obviously getting one of these guys off would be nice, or getting a Slayer off would be nice, but still, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, this Slayer's probably going to hurt us. Could get on us, but he can't hit us. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can't get on us without doing some silly dodges. Unless he does something pretty wild here, I think we're going to try and push up this time. Is this the runner? No, it's the Longbeard. So what's the runner going to do? Well, he's certainly not dodging through to come and hit us. Does this guy stay or does he follow? Okay, he just stays. So the runner coming around would be risky now. I don't know if we'll see that or not, but if he doesn't do it, we obviously have a nice easy run up. I think he's wondering about moving this guy now because I'm not showing any action from our lineman. I'm really surprised he didn't move him in before, because he'd have been able to outpace us, so we'd have been behind, so he could have had this guy, let's say he'd moved over here, he could have had this guy in here helping with his guard, or even helping kind of up here. So I do, personally, I feel like that was a mistake. If that guy just had block, then maybe not. He doesn't need the Dauntless here. And he doesn't need it again. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Because this guy's free and hungry. Okay. I think he's thinking about not doing it as well, because I think he sees the problem with it. He's doing it. I can't quite... I could almost surf this guy if I went 1, 2... Yeah, I don't quite have anybody in the right position. Yeah, let's go here. Disappointing. Now if I were to do that right now, it's a 1 dice. I can probably still make it into a 2 dice and move this guy though. I've got to be a bit careful about my rear here. I don't know if I've been careful enough, actually. Yeah, I haven't. Well, I mean, that would... Okay, that's excellent. Honestly, that's probably the best result I could hope for there. Okay, I think overall I'm happy with that. I didn't quite... I don't know that this guy should have come around to here. If anything, he should have dropped in here, or maybe here. Yeah, I think here. Kind of left my back door open considering how many dwarfs are down here. Woo! He's not afraid to take some risks on the old first, you know, first roll of the turn. Well, he can probably find a way to get a hit in here. I don't know, it's going to be tricky though. This guy getting the block he did. I mean, even if he had pushed, it would have been good. But knocking this guy over really helped and secured the area because this guy has nobody else on him. So, see if he's going to... Problem for him is his team is just so much slower and kind of getting bogged down behind us. And you know, this guy not only moved this guy back, but he's stopping this guard from kind of getting up where he wants to. Is he going to take some 1 dice here? Maybe. Bad Nick has been doing his job just by being all the way over here. So now he has a 2 dice here. Or I could take that 2 dice. Okay, so now what's the plan? Is he gonna dodge? Oof. There goes our frenzy. I feel like he's gonna try and... No, that's bad dodge. Could just try and 1 dice here. All his one dies are working, which is unfortunate. Let's not forget our guy over here. Yeah, I really want this guy more involved and he's not. I was thinking of blitzing this guy and coming up in, but I don't think I can remove both the problems here. If I could blitz into here and chain push, I'd be okay, but that doesn't work either. I think I just got to get him up. Because I have to try this first. Solid. I guess we'll follow. Not solid. We'll take it. Because it lets us come hide up here. Which I guess for now will have to be enough. I kind of wanted to come more across, but I feel like he's got a better time of going over there than we do. We have a better curve on this side, so... But yeah, he did a good job of isolating all of these players last turn. Oof. Is the camera facing the wrong way? Let's see. Try and get it facing the right way. I'm not sure if I've... No, I've gone too far. There we go. Hopefully that's a little better. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be melting, so that's good. Yeah, I think this makes sense. Take this guy out and then run all the guys around. We could do with him having a bad roll on one of these. This is where he kills him. Okay, could rebound back this way. It's always kind of, I mean, I find the Dwarf Orc match interesting, if a little slow paced, just because it's such a tight game where, on the whole, one team isn't just getting pulverized off the field, so it's all, you know, positioning is super crucial, stuff like that. Come on, Dauntless, stop working. Okay, at least didn't knock us over. Probably knock us away. This guy could come in here if he wants to. He could actually stop these guys, whereas now we can maneuver these guys a little, in theory. Well, unless this guy does a successful knockdown here. Probably re-roll that. Actually, that... Okay, never mind. I was going to say that could be good, but it's not now. Okay. Well. Black Orc's doing us dirty again. Here's the thing. I would 100% switch this wizard out for block on each of our Black Orcs in this game. This is why inducements are not quite as good as actual skills, because your skills are just going to pay off the whole game, whereas usually the inducements, I mean, they can to some degree, but only a little. So I think the ball's coming out here, unless he has a bad block situation like we did. So this guy comes up for the assist, then I think this guy makes the blitz. And then we're in all sorts of trouble. I guess I could have just flat out dodged out and tried to blitz there, but yeah, I mean, maybe that would have been the better thing to do. I did this first because I figured if I could free this guy up, he could come and help, like, bolster here, where I knew they were strong. So probably push him this way. Could go here. I think pushing away from the end zone makes sense, just in case. This guy... yeah, that makes sense, actually. Yeah, the guard has really helped him get a numbers situation on us now. I guess at this stage we hope that he doesn't score and maybe hope some kind of miracle on our part. He's got so much guard up here. He might one dice this. Okay. I guess that'll do. There's so much guard going on everywhere, it makes this kind of difficult. We'll save that reroll just in case something exciting happens. I don't want to get these guys up because they're just going to get surfed off. I mean, this guy probably not, but certainly possible. He could hit him here, then hit him... Well, it's kind of awkward. You'd kind of have to move stuff around a little bit, but it would certainly be surfable. I'd rather have them kind of in the vicinity. I mean, this guy can still score, this guy can still score, this guy can still score. This guy might be able to, because he's got movement. No, he's out. You know, and if he decides to try and pick up the ball, I think because of how we've done stuff, it's nigh impossible for him to score. Yeah, I think it is. Because we made this kind of barrier down here. Yeah, even if this guy ran full pelt, he couldn't get down there. So it should just end 0-0 here. I'm not sure why. Well, yeah, I'm not sure about the pickup. I think that was maybe too risky, but... And then I'm not sure I would put it between two of our tacklers either. Is he going to hand it off? He's not going to hand it off, right? He doesn't think he can still score. No, he's just trying to put it in a safe location. But I would say this is probably one of the least safe locations because even though it's obviously going to be 2 dice against, it's 2 dice against with tackle, so that's certainly doable. It's not likely, but we've got nothing else to use our reroll on, so... And the ball's not going to be as surrounded as he'd liked. He'll still have guard on it, but I don't think he can make it 3 dice against. Could we get our guard in there? I mean, currently maybe. Not if he stands up the Slayer though. I mean, maybe with a dodge. The dodge might be worth it. What's he doing? Oof, he did it just in... Oh, okay. Okay, now it's kind of doable. Well, you've got 2 guards on you. Okay, we got a 2 dice with the Black Orc, maybe. That's worth a try. Just get away from crowded spaces. Well, we didn't manage it. Maybe he was trying to bait out the wizard, but it's not worth. I think the wizard's worth saving for the second half. I guess if we don't get our frenzy back, that's going to be a real blow. Well, how would I assess this first half? I guess good start and bad finish. Maybe I pushed him out too far. I mean, that's maybe a fair argument. Because we got some good early armor breaks, but obviously we don't want to score too early. And we were kind of approaching. I think maybe what I should have done, I think the main problem was I should have dodged one of these guys out. To make the blitz on his thrower. So this guy just come over here. That'll give him a 2 dice here. If he did that, if he does this, then he can get 2 hits on him. Which I think he's just realizing there. I think I'd be tempted to do a handoff and attempt a vanity pass back. Because this guy's already kind of like what you want. And he's going to be the main scorer anyway. Getting this guy the extra 1 SPP would be kind of useful for getting him close to leveling up. Okay. Don't know if he's trying to level this guy up to get him piling on or something. Because I feel like the other guy could have done just as capable a job of putting the block in there. So we don't get him back, unsurprisingly. We never do. That's not true. So our wizard's going to be more important than ever. Honestly, we should move back. Okay, I don't think he's going to try and rush this, so we don't need to necessarily protect our wings quite as much as we would. Obviously, he's not really a rushing team, so yeah. It's anybody's game right now. A lot might come down to who gets the next armor break. It's a bit like in English football, when I feel like this is one of those situations where it's like a one team is 1-0 up, and it depends who gets the next goal is a huge swinger, because obviously if the one team gets it, it's back to 1-1, and it's all to play for. But if the team who scored gets it, it's 2-0, and it sort of kills the game. I feel like that's a little bit the same in terms of armor breaks here, because we're one guy down. If he manages to get another guy down, it's going to be very hard for us to stay in the game blocking wise. We're just going to be taking hits and standing back up, which means we're going to start to get attritioned out by that. If we could get the next one, then suddenly there's everything to play for. What was the... Brilliant coaching? Who got it? Oh, we did. Okay. Well, that's nice. I somehow just completely ignored that. Or maybe it didn't trigger because of the Slayer trying to catch it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, getting knocked over and getting stuns on us, much like for them at the beginning, not a big deal. Like, if we could have removed one of them at the start, that would have been a lot easier the game, but we just kept getting stuns. It's getting people off the pitch that's a big deal. Of course, we did knock one of them off in a surf, didn't we? I'd forgotten about that. I'm not sure why he's blitzing our guy on the line. I wasn't watching very carefully, but did he just take away... I mean, he could have been hitting them with these guys, right? And then doing a blitz on somebody down here. So I'm kind of not entirely sure why he didn't do that. Okay, so a good turn 9 for us. In some senses. Because he hasn't removed anybody and he's kind of squashed most of his team up in the middle. The key now is going to be just trying to keep him sort of penned in for as long as we can. Might mean that we are ultimately aiming for a 0-0 here, but it'll kind of depend on if and when we drop the wizard. But if we can kind of, I mean, we're going to do our usual style of defense, which is just kind of like keep him from getting a big swing, so that he has to do a little bit of a breakaway, and then if we manage to force him into the breakaway, hit him with the bolt, and try and recover the ball, even though by that point it may be too late for us to score. We can, we can at least try and secure the game in that sense. Alright, picked it up, sadly. Because you never know, like that kind of situation, you can try and pick it up, it could bobble to this guy, he fails to grab it, and it bobbles out here, and suddenly we could get the ball. That's how crazy these things are, or can be. May as well just move him back. Well, that works as well. Let's kind of give him a little bit of fear here. Let's kind of etch out like we're thinking to blitz him. Let's just like put that thought in his head. Okay, now what are we actually going to do? I think we're going to try and hit this guy. Just going to try and push him back, essentially. Very unsuccessfully. Okay, let's see how much they try and push through us here. Because arguably they could open up a hole in the middle here, but if they come through the middle, then that makes them more vulnerable to the, like, blobbing up and getting wizarded, right? So, We'll see how they approach it. What I was planning to do was push him into here, then push him into here, then push this guy into here, push this guy back, just so that he's like a little further away from getting at us. As it turns out, we just gave him more blocks, but such is the way. And we could put our guard more in the middle. The thing with that is that he's just going to get pushed out first by one of them, and then it's like he was never there. So, unlike when you're playing with a team full of guard like he is, there's no huge bonus to popping all your guard in there. Oh, that's a nice early reroll out. Every reroll that they lose is a big deal for us kind of later on in the half. So he's got 2 dice here, but it's 2 dice into a 1 dice. Probably still worth taking, but he might want to do other things first. Nope. A frenzy trap of sorts, but not enough to scare him, apparently. Is he thinking of punching through here? I mean, obviously, it's not like he's actually going to punch through per se, because we'll be standing back up next turn, and this guy can only get down to here anyway. But and we have quite a big presence on this side that I don't know. He can sort of half deal with it, I guess. Could bring this guy over. That would help a lot. Oh, is he choosing a side here? It's going to have to close off the back of the cage, though. Down goes Grubard. Obviously a little bit risky here, because a terrible roll here, and we're in on the ball. But, I mean, everything's a bit of a risk, right? Our risk of taking the 2 dice earlier was a bit of a risk. Oh, a GFI? Yeah, I think he might come over here and try and hit this guy. No, he's going for it. Okay. And another GFI. Oh. Gotta hate that. I mean, that's a huge deal there. We'd have had a like a 1 dice block with tackle on him there. So we'll do this. Hooray! Drop down to here. Bring him in there. Got to kind of close this off as best we can. Oh, that's a GFI. Push is fine. Just kind of want to get out of here. So good move over to the side by him. With some risks. I mean, the whole Slayer blitz was a bit risky with no reroll, but paid off. I could certainly have seen if I'd been doing that, would have failed the first GFI. This guy would have been free to come around and one dice the runner. He'd have got knocked over, KO'd. You know, chaos ensues. I could certainly have seen that potentially happening. Could try and surf the Black Orc here if he wants. Yeah, maybe that's what he's doing here. If he is, that's clever. Let's see if he takes the push. Nope. So what he could have done was push the Black Orc here. Done this block to push the Troll Slayer out. And then surfed him off. That would have been quite tasty. Because that's a surf you can't really defend that well against, because you're, what, like knocking him from 3 or 4 squares on the pitch. Yeah, so you could have moved this guy here. Yeah, it would have been quite nice. Going after the thrower does make sense. That's why I tried to get him out of there, but there's only so much you can do against all this guard. That's a big problem. Huh. I think we have to try that. Ankles are always hard to come back from. I feel like a hip is the way to go here. So there's that second injury I was talking about. And the fact it's on the thrower is bad as well, because he's obviously our recovery expert. But I guess it's my own fault for not... I don't know what I could have done differently there to get him out, but probably could have done something. I don't think he's going to move this guy up yet. That'd be kind of brave. I think this guy maybe just comes and sits in here or something. Playing a very patient game, unfortunately. I was really hoping he was going to bring him up here, because I'd have 100% wizarded him. Let's see. I think we've got to try and get this guy out of here. He just refuses. Yeah, this is our old problem we used to have, remember, where we couldn't injure the other team. I'm just going to kind of cling to him now. Because with 2 guys down, this is tricky. I mean, by this guy being back here, he's sort of like a bit like being 1 guy down. In the sense that this guy doesn't really want to get involved in the blocking and whatnot. But I feel like at some point we're going to be looking at doing some dodges we don't want to do, and that's if things are going well, to try and get the blitz. This is another opportunity to surf here. Could even do this one first. Okay. That's disappointing for him, I think. I mean, he knocked him over though. On the bright side. Yeah, our lack of guard is really hurts us against dwarfs. Dwarfs at this level anyway. So he's had 3 turns. This is his 4th turn. Moving up here is still feeling a little bit risky, but we'll see kind of how he plays this. It's kind of scary to get these guys up at this stage. Oh, going for the old 1 dice. Yeah, that's a good wizard tease there. Okay, well that's helped me change my mind about that. Okay, so where do we want to hit? This guy, really. I don't really have that as an option, though. I mean, I could come over here, but then I'm putting my guard where I don't want it. I guess if I do this, that does give me some stuff over here. I'm going to severely risk both my Black Orcs getting surfed here. Oof. Yeah, it's definitely being one of those. Well, at least Grubod's doing a good job. Oh, that's Gublub, isn't it? Gublub's doing a good job. Very much getting to the point where it's going to be hard for us to score even if we do get the ball free. Okay, Grubod falling over is good if he survives. Probably going for this. And then doop. I mean, it's just the easiest way to get him out. Yeah, he's started going for it now, which is sensible. Excellent, excellent. Well, we'll see. It's not excellent if because he's got Mighty Blow. Okay. And obviously we're still on the pitch, but in a position that makes it very hard for us to be useful. At least at the moment. I guess better on than off, right? I think what he's acutely aware of is that coming around right now is not as safe as he would like. It might be doable now. Because these guys are both free, so he could come around here, drop this guy here, but actually that lets this guy off. The retreat again. He's probably going to win this 1-0 handing it off to a blitzer in the last turn with no rerolls. Okay. So I guess you try this. It's an actual 2 dice. And we will follow that one. Disappointing. Drop you back. You come around here. And then you come in here. That gives us a 2 dice here. Very nice. Do we follow that? Yeah, I guess so. Nice. We'll actually stay on that because I want to keep these guys together. And he can only move 1 anyway. I think I like this. I don't want to reroll that. Just gets him off the sideline and into an inconvenient position. Don't really have any blitzers in a good scoring place because we kind of need them all. I guess we could try and get this guy out and around. This is our best scoring threat right now. He might be going to go for the switch. We only really have this guy covering, and the wizard. I've kind of been waiting for the switch. This is kind of what you do. You draw the whole team in over here, and then you just run this guy through like all the way down to here or something. And he does have his blitzers in good position for it. So I'm thinking that might be what's coming. Oh, push there would have really helped, because then this guy would be like, have the whole field open. Not moving this guy, I think, was key. Okay, okay. Down goes Arglug. Yeah, he's switching. Probably come here. Might slot this guy in here. Oh, you're gonna one dice? Oh no, you're two dicing. You're two dicing. That's, oh, there's a guy over there as well. Okay. Here. All right. Well, this is the wizard turn. How many times is he going to GFI? Interesting. Okay, he didn't go as far as I thought he was going to go. That might change our plans. No, I don't think it does. I think this is the turn to do it, even though... Okay, that's kind of expected. Sorry for not talking a lot, there's a lot of thinking going on here. Beautiful. So we're 100% just trying for a draw here. It might theoretically be possible to score if this guy stayed up. Okay, it's theoretically possible to score if this guy stays up. But we're so overwhelmed with numbers that really we're just trying to like make this awkward. He's got 2 turns to score, so he's got to get the ball and get it into position, which I think he can probably do. We just did as much as we could. I mean, obviously, like, I was imagining that either it wasn't going to go off or it was going to bounce back into him. There was a chance it could bounce back over here and we could have, like, grabbed the ball and like, held it off and got a much more certain draw. But under these circumstances, this is kind of what I imagined would happen, which in that sense, good play by him for keeping it close by. But, you know, we're just doing what we can. Now the stuns are going to be a problem now. I mean, losing our guard there, it's not good. We're just so vastly outnumbered in every way, sadly, that things are going to get very hard to recover from this turn. So could we have wizarded this turn instead? Maybe, but the ball probably would have been down here. With none of our guys able to get close. This way, he's actually got to, you know, grab it again and kind of get down into position. Interesting. What's the idea here, I wonder? I guess the idea is that somebody else is picking it up. I'm very confused. But who? Blitz has moved. Okay, I mean... Yeah, okay, this guy's gonna pick it up. That was a little risky there, I feel. So I guess this guy's gonna pick it up and maybe bring it down this way? I'm not sure yet. Yep. I guess the fact he knocked this guy out means that that's a sensible thing to do. Okay, okay. Think it's safe to say that made things interesting. Who can score? You can't. You can't. You can. You can. You can't. Nice. Nice. Let's see. So it's really, this guy is the only guy that can score now, and unfortunately there's not a lot I can do about it. I definitely can't score, right? Nope, I definitely can't score. Alright, let's see how these dice roll out here. I mean, he could... There's maybe chain push options as well. What would I do in this circumstance? I've tried to stand the blitzers up as well, so that he has to remove guys, because the blitzers are obviously his best... Well, the blitzers and the runner, who is down, are his best ball handling options to get the ball in the first place, to get it to the Slayer. So there's a lot for him to sort out, but being dwarfs and having so many guys around, it's certainly possible. I think you remove this guy. Okay, he used one of them just to dodge there. Okay, he's going for the chain push. That did not work. Rerolled it. Okay, so what's the plan here? Okay, fair enough. Reroll used though. So now this guy can hit this guy. I'm assuming we're gonna see 2 dice to remove this guy. Oh. No, why did you get up? Surely you're gonna be the one that gets the ball. I don't think he wanted to get this guy up. I think you use this guy, push this guy here, this guy dodges and gets the ball and hands it off. Now he's going to have to use the Slayer to get the ball. Still needs to do this. Oh, unless he's coming around here. But then he's pushing onto the ball, which could also be risky. Yeah, so Slayer pick up, hand off to Slayer, so you're looking at a... I mean, it's a 4-up, 4-up. Honestly, 4-up, 4-up, 2-up. Ooh, that would have been if it had gone to this guy. Ooh. Okay, so there's the draw we always imagined, or hoped for, I guess, in the end. Oh, come on now. These Black Orcs, I'm telling you. And these regular Orcs, in fairness. Stay for the assist, doesn't really matter, of course. Follow. Oh, we were hoping for an injury there. And that's that. 0-0 draw. Interesting. I'd say once our thrower went down, we didn't look like winning too much. I mean, there was always a chance the second half, but he played it very defensively, so he made sure that we weren't going to score, but in doing so he made it less likely that he would score as well. What a game. I'm sorry if that was a snooze fest. I mean, it was tense and fun from my end. But I don't know. I know, you know, I know some people like all the crazy goals and whatnot, but that was a true orc dwarf grind in traditional style. Now don't roll crazy stuff. We're not going to take it. We are going to take block. Sorry, Uglug, no movement for you. Movement 5 on a Black Orc is not something to consider, really. Neither's armor value 10. If you roll a double, you could consider dodge, but on the first one, I'm still taking block, honestly. So 920, and do we replace our thrower? Probably. Which in some ways isn't the end of the world, because it will cut down our team value again. And by a decent chunk, like 40k or so. Can't remember how much they are. I think they're 70. So it would cut it down by 40k, drops back into a nice small zone. And on we will go. Alright, I gotta go out and play some football. Some real football. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.